We need energy for various body activities. The energy comes from the food we eat every day. In our body, chemical energy stored in food is released through a process called respiration. Respiration can take place with, or without oxygen. Respiration that requires oxygen is called aerobic respiration. It occurs in three main stages, namely glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation. Glycolysis is the first stage of aerobic respiration. It occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. First, glucose is activated by phosphorylation. 2 molecules of ATP are used. Next, the activated glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of triose phosphate, which is a 3-carbon compound. Each triose phosphate molecule is then oxidized to another 3-carbon compound, called pyruvate. In this process, ATP is formed, and NAD is reduced to NADH. Glycolysis is completed. The Krebs cycle is the second stage of aerobic respiration. Before proceeding to it, the pyruvate formed in glycolysis enters the mitochondrion. In the mitochondrial matrix, a carbon atom is removed from the pyruvate and released as carbon dioxide. The remaining 2-carbon compound loses hydrogen, which is accepted by NAD, to form NADH. The 2-carbon compound then combines with coenzyme A to form acetyl-CoA. The acetyl-CoA then enters the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle also occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. The acetyl-CoA formed before combines with a 4-carbon compound already present in the mitochondrial matrix to form a 6-carbon compound. Coenzyme A is regenerated in the process. The 6-carbon compound is then oxidized step by step to regenerate the 4-carbon compound. During the oxidation, 2 carbon atoms are removed from the 6-carbon compound and released as carbon dioxide. The 6-carbon compound also loses hydrogen atoms, which are accepted by NAD and FAD to form NADH and FADH. ATP is also formed. The 4-carbon compound then accepts other acetyl-CoA to form the 6-carbon compound. The cycle is repeated. Oxidative phosphorylation is the final stage of aerobic respiration. It occurs on the inner membrane of the mitochondrion. The NADH and FADH formed in glycolysis and the Krebs cycle lose hydrogen and are oxidized to NAD and FAD, respectively. The NAD and FAD are regenerated to accept hydrogen in glycolysis and the Krebs cycle again. The hydrogen atoms split into hydrogen ions and electrons. The electrons take part in a series of redox reactions along the electron transport chain, forming ATP. Finally, the hydrogen ions and electrons are transferred to oxygen, the final electron acceptor, to form water.